Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on Episode 8 of the anime series, Aria the Scarlet AA, and hello, nuclear frickin' fan service episode, water park episode. So, just everybody in this show is clad in swimwear. I'm not complaining. What I really liked was how absurd once again it kind of got. You have this partnership going on between Takachiho and of course Shino, because they're both just obsessed with Akari, and they come up with this plan to effectively use a balloon camera to catch this all on, recording, basically all on film, whatever you want to call it, or digitally, in high definition, this whole plan of action of Takachiho's to get Akari in a shrinking swimsuit. So it effectively will shrink down until it pops off and she's there in all her birthday suit glory, and they're going to try to, get this on tape for each other. They're working together. It's just, like sick and absurd, but hilariously so. And as I say, they call out all the dogs. They get all the chicks in this show together for this episode, even like the foursome, the posse of Kirins, they're showing up to this thing, and it was absolutely hilarious and entertaining. And like I said, being of the male persuasion and the heterosexual persuasion, I didn't exactly mind it at all, all these chicks and everything. But what I really loved about the episode was there was a nice little twist to the end. You're thinking, well, there's really not much going on here. I mean, other than the insights that Shino got these balloon cameras and everything and all her technology from Shirayuki, who is also obsessively, involved with Kinji and spying on him until one of the neighbors with a kid sees the balloon outside the window and grabs it, and she's like, who took that, One of the penultimate aspects of this episode was Aria herself letting her hair down, having fun by the end of the day, and then you have Akari and Aria in, the locker room changing toward the end of the episode, and Akari lunges after misdirecting Aria that, hey, something's outside, and she grabs successfully one of the guns Aria's holding. Not her own gun. It wasn't her own, it was a squirt gun, because that's one of the jokes of the episode. And they even had Reki, again, my favorite character from, season 1 of Aria the Scarlet Ammo. Even she has like a sniper rifle water gun, and they're shooting it at Takachiho or Riko at some point, one of them, in the pool and everything like that. And it was hilarious that she has a, shotgun, squirt gun. But it wasn't the right gun, but Akari did it. She succeeded. She got a gun. She misdirected Aria and got a gun off of her. And Aria's kind of like, by the end of this whole episode, they did the split the watermelon thing in butte form where they're using guns and everything like that, and Aria nailed it. I mean, she had fun, and because she's left so impressed by Akari by the end, we leave off with this aspect that they're going to hang out. There's going to be more of a fulfillment to that dynamic. It's not just about being an Amica and trying to rise to that challenge that Aria has set for Akari. Now they're going to be kind of friends. And I think there's more to it, obviously, because Aria has been very suspicious of Akari with her abilities that showed up a couple episodes back and were never talked about again, other than trying to figure out what's going on with her history. Maybe at this point Aria is aware that there's somebody out there, this villainous character we didn't see at all in this particular episode, but she's out there. We know she's out there, and whatever it is that she's planning to go against Akari, it remains to be seen, and maybe Aria has some sense of that. But that's really what I took away from this episode. I mean, there was actually something meaningful in the episode, not just a breezy boobs, everywhere kind of, water park themed fan service episode. There was actually some meat to the story, the overall story, if you waited around for it. And everything else in between, it was actually pretty entertaining. It was funny. Seeing like Raika going down the water slide and getting grabbing on for dear life. And then Akari's sister, after they're down in the pool and, they're one on top of the other, And she's like, I didn't know. And, you know, that guy's like, no. You know, I mean, just those kinds of situations are always comical to me. This series is kind of doing it in overabundance, which was a bit of a surprise. Not necessarily a negative one, because it has been hilarious. It has been funny. At least there's some substance to it. It isn't mindless. It isn't just watching boobs for the sake of watching boobs, you know, at least my take on it. And I like that there is some kind of substance and I can actually be laughing about it. Because as I've said before, and especially with the last episode getting really yandere on its ass, I don't gravitate toward this kind of thing that often. Some of the shows that I watch will pop an episode like this in there, and this has been almost, you know, the last few episodes, they kind of hit a turning point where less story, more fan service, more boobs, you know, flying about and everything like that. And because it's funny, because it's entertaining, you know, I'm not complaining. But let's actually, now with the end of this episode, let's focus back on the plot, because we have only so many episodes left here. Let's see how this story actually unfolds. And so yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on this episode. Be sure to let me know in the comments below if you were happy with all the boobs and everything like that, or if you actually did watch for a little bit of the story that there was in this episode. And yeah, otherwise that'll be pretty much it for me on this. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.